Hi everyone. Well, another year's shot, just about. And I finally got the e-brakes on. You can see it in that picture there. I do not have the shielded part cut and put on the back side of the emergency brake. There's a little drum back there. My truck has that too. But anyway, I haven't done that yet, but hey, it's mostly done. Right here, I'm stretching. I made a smaller wire. I didn't like how thick the other one was. And you can see it's even thinner than the pencil line. I wanted a small cable, real thin cable. So I found some in a USB charger for my phone, which I seem to replace a lot. I got a lot of them laying around. So if you ever need very, very fine wire, that's where to look. And anyway, I use that to stretch it out so I could put it inside. There, I'm cutting the wire to length, seeing if it's going to fit by stuffing it in. Notice I got two of them, and I think I got the sequence backwards. I don't know why it would be, because it saves in order and it's in a number. So I stick some, as you'll probably see in a little bit, some solder inside them. Well, maybe I deleted that. This is the clamp, you can barely see it, to hold it to the back frame, or the back end of the frame, just in front of the rear end. In front of the rear end. Anyway, now it's getting painted. Tester silver is, I like it better in Vallejo's on something like this. In a lot of ways you can't beat that old stuff, but anyway. And I made a little spring there for the return, or it would return when you pull it, or stay back, so it's always under tension one way or the other. I got to mount that. That's the last thing I got to do, is mount that spring to the back frame somehow. Actually, I'm using, to paint it, I'm using Tester Silver, neutral gray, which is a mid-tone gray, and some I use some dark or black gray. That there's getting black gray, or gray. The black gray is for the shielding tubing that goes over the cable in the back that goes into the drum. There's a small drum back there that's made into the disc brake that has two little tiny shoes on each side. And that's the emergency brake. Here I thought they did something to hydraulically lock the brake, but nope. I didn't notice it until I got a truck with rear brakes with emergency brake. I'm just making sure I got everything. As you can see, as I do stuff, I will pluck underneath it a little. Now I'm just going over it with a coat of to bring out the cable look, the spring to dark, bring out darkness in between and the cable. Actually, I stopped it there. You couldn't tell. When I restarted it, is waiting for it to dry, and I just rubbed it with a little bit of graphite to bring some highlight in. Graphite, I shaved off that very pencil and just hit it. Ooh, nice hairy arm. Ooh. Anyway, now the fender problem. Ugh. I was dreading this, but it turned out easier than I thought. Just whittled away at it, guys. I don't have the emergency brake cable in yet, as you can see in the model. Funny I didn't knock something off it. Just trying to describe a brake line, and I don't mean brakes for cars, I mean a place for the plastic to break. And I just started snipping. Got it as far as I could with them. I went, nah, still not enough. Yes, I noticed it's loose. I took care of that in a bit. Pulling all the crap out of it. And guess what came off? That's right, the windshield washer reservoir. So I'm going to remount that in a different spot, because where they had it must have been a Bearcat to fill it. Hey, it's a modified car, right? Nice knuckles. There, I glued the front piece on, and now I'm using a pair of fingernail clippers. And this did the job. Once you got them going, it went through the plastic like a horde of terror-stricken gophers going to the ground. Yep, they just went right in. I couldn't find my flat pair, but hey, I found 3 pair that I had for this. I haven't used them in years. As you can see, it's perfectly in frame. I did not paint this yet. Oh man, I'm sorry about that, guys. Of course, you know, I gotta see what I'm doing too, you know. What I want to do is get it clipped off back right at that bend. I'm lucky the whole thing didn't break out, but it just loosened that one corner. Now I'm just marking where I think it needs to be. So I got a piece larger than normal. I hope I tried to get it so you can see what I was doing. Yep, can't you see? Yep, nope, not yet. No, almost, dummy. Aw, come on. Well, I took the burnishing tool and that shrinks the metal, causing it to, shrinks the plastic, does it with metal too, to start curving. And I wanted to curve around that corner. Taking a pair of needle nose, using it as a brake, or well, we called them hand brakes. I got hand brake and a bar brake, which is a bar that's, you put it on and it bends it at 3/8 and a half inch, but the hand brake is really good for models. So I have to show a picture of it sometime. Because it's real good for bending brass, aluminum, plastic. Plastic's a little touchy though, because I'm cutting from the bottom. The plastic's a little touchy because if you don't have something new plastic, if you had something to sit around for a year or two, or a couple decades, now I'm gluing it in. Yay! Not done yet, but I gotta let the glue dry. So I'm going to go to the emergency brake. Now I'm sitting there going, I hope I didn't paint it down. I did. Yeah, it came off in one piece. Who knew? Oh. I don't know if I got that or not. I think I have it in here. I hope I do. Because I just realized I was tucking it in the correct side, but I'm gluing down the center part first, and then I realized, oh, this is it. Good. You guys probably seen them on emergency brakes. They got a cable and they got a piece of metal about 4 inches long with 2 ears bent the same direction with holes in slot. You feed your cable through there. That way you can put it together in that, and that's what I'm making right now for it. Boy, this was a lot of fun. I fought this thing, and I fought it. I'd get it in, I'd get it over there, and then something would just, the wire's so flimsy that it would bend a little, and then the thing would fall out. I finally got it, but it took too long, I felt, but it probably really wasn't. All I'm doing, just make sure there ain't no burrs. There we go. Yeah, so I'm bending with a pair of tweezers. Using some Vans gun blue, putting that in there. And I was shocked. Last time I used it, I didn't shake the bottle. I got a new one, I believe, for Christmas. My wife ain't supposed to know I know it. Anyway, I poured it back. It turned out black. It really did. So I'm glad. I'm using some what do they call that stuff? Resin. I'm going to fix that hole right there. Little gap. So I'm taking some of this resin. As you can see in the background, I'm putting it on a can lid. Pick it up. The thing about this stuff is it dries quick. When you hit it with the light, it dries really quick, seconds, and it sands. The stuff I'm using sands real well. And it's thick, almost like a honey. You might have to put several coats on to get it flush or something, or get it to where you got to build up. But I realized about this time here that I'm going the wrong way. All the stuff is staying on the end. I should have made a thinner one. There we go. Oh yeah, Mr. Steady, like a rock. It's my shoulder, guys. It's makes my arm weak. Right now, you're seeing how long it takes to cure. It should be done. I'm just overdoing it. Since it's clear, it'll cure on the backside and in the middle too. So if you ever buy any of this, make sure it's clear if you're doing something like this. Because if it's black or any other color, or if it's not opaque, then it won't only cure the outside and remain liquid in the middle. I was hitting there a little bit again. Well, Happy New Year, guys, and Merry Christmas to all of you. Please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll get another video out, but hey, it's Christmas. Bye. Have a good weekend.